Yo, welcome everyone. This week will be huge for Bitcoin because we will probably get a major breakout. Get ready and do not mess it up. Let me show you. Yesterday Bitcoin got another push towards the downside, literally exactly below our recent low. Something we have been expecting because, of course, if you do follow me on Twitter, I posted a very important chart. On 31st of August, yesterday, I posted that people are buying Bitcoin, but the price is moving lower. That's a bearish sign for Bitcoin. So what does that exactly mean? Bearish absorption was happening through the entire day yesterday. People were buying BTC, but it really looks like all of the buying pressure was actually absorbed. Bearish divergence, bearish Bitcoin indication, and we simply got another push towards the downside. And what you're right now going to see. On the 4-hourly time frame, zooming out right here, we can talk about the first major liquidity level at 107.2 thousand US dollar area. Not only that, if we zoom out on the daily time frame and go with our anchored VWAP and anchor it at 74,000 US dollars, you're actually going to see only a couple of hours ago, both of those levels were hit almost to the exact dollar accuracy. Beautiful area of support, and personally as of right now, yes, I am holding a brand new long position on Bitcoin, on XRP, and also on SUI. If we are going to go just slightly lower, I am going to be adding even more to all of my long positions right here, and later in the video, I'm going to share with you exactly what is the next level you should right now be aware of. But the reality right now is, we hit the support level, we have gotten a reaction. Ideally right now, we are going to look for some kind of a breakout above a major diagonal area of resistance. So what we are right now going to do, I'm going to go on the line chart, something people do not really use, something a lot of people don't even know about, because the line chart right here is actually showing to us only the candle closes. And we are right now going to go literally exactly from the all-time high, connecting all of our lower highs with a diagonal area of resistance. And you're going to right here see this specific level has been respected almost to the exact dollar accuracy. And before Bitcoin has gotten a rejection right here, we hit the level almost to the exact dollar accuracy. That is right now why, in my opinion, paying attention to this specific diagonal level is something very, very important. And if we are going to be able to see a breakout right here, bullish Bitcoin indication, and yes, later in the video, I'm even going to share with you the first major price target you should really be aware of. But just right now for you to know, we are below the diagonal level as right now. If broken towards the upside, if Bitcoin is going to be able to start closing the candles, the 4-hourly candles above the diagonal level, bullish indication, ideally then we are going to look for higher price targets. Additionally, what if we zoom in a little bit right here, again on the 4-hourly time frame, talking about some kind of a pattern. We are once again going to go with the line chart, connecting our lower highs with a diagonal area of resistance, also connecting our lower lows with a diagonal area of support. One could maybe even say Bitcoin is right now forming some kind of a falling wedge pattern, technically speaking, a higher probability of a breakout towards the upside. So again, I am not saying Bitcoin right now must already break towards the upside above our major diagonal area of resistance right here. Ideally, I am looking for a breakout, but if we do see another push down, simply I am going to look to add even more to my long positions on Bitcoin, on XRP, and also on SUI. That is right now also why, thank you very much for smashing up the like button, because 1.2 thousand likes are literally imminent, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Right now, we need to also talk about another pattern right here, because for the past couple of days, for the past couple of weeks, we have been talking about a major rising wedge pattern forming on the 2-day time frame on the Bitcoin price itself. So what you're right now going to see with this specific pattern, potentially our C elite wave and the 4th elite wave can be coming towards an end sooner rather than later, and maybe even as of right now, we have bottomed out at this specific area and we are going to see another push up for our 5th elite wave. Why potentially? We can actually then say that we already right now bottomed out, simply because Bitcoin is as of right now hitting our very important and a major price target of the golden Fibonacci ratio. So once we are zooming out on the daily time frame, we go with our Fibonacci retracement from our swing low back towards the swing high. It really does look like we hit the golden pocket with an absolute precision. So it's right now up to Bitcoin to decide if the bottom is right now in, if we are are able to see a breakout above the diagonal level, or simply if we are going to hit in the next couple of days right here another lower target right here, and only then continue towards another all-time high. Why ideally I am looking for another all-time high? Because to be honest, I have been looking on Twitter, on X right here, and a lot of people are saying to me, bro, we can be looking for lower targets below 100,000 US dollars. To be honest, personally, I am not as bearish as majority of the people, simply because I know we are at an important level, and also many different indicators are right now saying to us we might be expecting a continuation of the trend towards the upside. What exactly do I have in mind? What if we right now go with our relative strength index on the 2-day time frame? What you're right here going to see, Bitcoin has been forming higher lows for the past couple of weeks right here, while the RSI indicator is as of right now already seeing a significant lower low. What is this right here? A hidden bullish divergence. Not only on the 2-day time frame, we can zoom out on the 3-day time frame, where we are right now going to see another lower low on the RSI, higher lows on the Bitcoin price itself. So it really does look like we are right to seeing bullish indications on the RSI, which technically speaking, it means we should definitely be more interested to fire another long position on Bitcoin, on XRP, on SUI, maybe also on many other different altcoins. But ideally as of right now, first of all, I would like to see some kind of a sign of strength. That being said, for Bitcoin to then finally break our major diagonal level towards the upside in the next couple of days. Because unless we are going to break our level right here, we can still look for our lower price target. And what is right now going to be our lower target? Where personally, I am going to be adding even more to my long positions right here, what we are right now going to do, and something people once again do not talk about. I need to share with you the exact Fibonacci extension price targets of the WXY correction. So what exactly do I have in mind? With the entire push down right here, we can talk about that Bitcoin is right now potentially completing the first WXY correction. So what we can right now say, we got our W wave right here, we got our X wave, and as of right now, we are potentially still working on our Y wave. If we break the diagonal towards the upside, the probabilities of the Y wave being in are definitely going to increase. But as of right now, we are not breaking out just yet. So potentially, we can still be looking for lower. So if you look like that, our Y wave right here can still extend slightly lower towards the downside. Additionally, within our Y wave, we can also talk about another W wave right here, our X wave, and of course also then another Y wave. So that is why we need to talk about some very important Fibonacci extension price targets. What we are right now going to do, trend-based Fibonacci extension going from the all-time high back towards the low right here, back towards our high. 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension coming in 105.3 thousand US dollar area. Additionally, what we are right now also going to do, from our recent high back towards the low, back towards this specific high, another 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension 104.7 thousand US dollar area. And let me right now also go one step further, something majority is simply not paying attention to. Another liquidity level for Bitcoin below our recent low, 104.6 thousand US dollar area. So that is right now why, if we are going to go lower, this specific area, I am going to be adding even more to my long positions on Bitcoin, on XRP, and also on SUI. And ideally, I'm even going to look to enter even more long positions on the entire altcoins market, on the entire crypto market, because a lot of different altcoins are going to hit probably some major areas of support. So that is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free 8,000 US dollar bonus without KYC and without VPN, with the second link down below in the description. Because right now BitUnix exchange is giving to you only for the next couple of days 10 USDT only after you register and after you open your first trade, and then also after you deposit, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. Beautiful bonuses are right now available to you with the second link down below. No KYC, no VPN, after you register and after initial deposit. Right now, let me also talk about the first very important price target you should right now be aware of if Bitcoin potentially is already going to be able to see a breakout above our major diagonal area of resistance. Something, once again, people do not talk about. So what we are right now going to do, we go with our anchored VWAP and we are going to anchor it exactly at the all-time high. This specific level is coming in at 114,000 US dollar area. What we can right now also do, Fibonacci retracement from our swing high back towards the swing low. Golden pocket coming in exactly at our anchored VWAP. And then also we can identify that our recent high was placed exactly at the golden pocket, providing us with another major liquidity level. So that is right now why, if Bitcoin is able to get a breakout above our diagonal area of resistance, I would definitely say our major golden Fibonacci ratio, the liquidity level and the anchored VWAP, is then simply going to be our first major price target you should really pay attention to. Simply because if we take out our recent high right here, Bitcoin is then going to form a higher high, which is then also going to mean bearish market structure was broken. We can be looking for a higher low right here and a continuation of the trend literally towards another all-time high. Another bullish indication we can right now still see on the CME futures chart is that as of right now, the major CME gap is right now still open, and it is going to get closed only if we do see another push up towards 117,000 US dollar area. So if you look like that, the CME futures chart right here is right now definitely bullish. Our RSI indicator on the daily, on the 2-day, and also on the 3-day time frame are right now printing hidden bullish divergences. And additionally, if you then pay attention to the liquidations chart, bigger liquidations are going to be exactly above the recent highs. So ideally, I am looking for another major bounce towards the upside on Bitcoin sooner rather than later. The only question as of right now is, are we going to see, first of all, a very slight another push down for us to take the liquidity also below our recent lows right here at 105,000 US dollars, and then do see a pump towards the upside, or simply if we are right now already going to be able to break a major diagonal area of resistance towards the upside. Happy days for Bitcoin. Let's look for higher targets. Personally, I am going to be adding even more to all of my long positions if Bitcoin does see another push down, but nevertheless, the areas where we are as of right now and also slightly lower, I am not interested to go with another short position. I am only looking for another long position on the Bitcoin price and of course also on the entire cryptocurrency market. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonuses using the second link down below. Make sure you register, deposit, open up your first trade, because you are going to get some very nice deposit bonuses. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.